Ain't no shit, nigga. What's this podcast number? Episode 17.
17th.
Drink you some water on that. What you on though, twin?
Shit, man. Trying to see.
Why you eating that gum like that, man? What's wrong with you, twin? You all right?
I ain't eat no food yet.
Why you eat?
Took a nap.
Your ass was sleepy twin. Can I call you sleepy twin?
Nah.
Why not? You always fucking sleep.
Yeah, at night. Shit. Man, it's like because
To me at night. You supposed to start the podcast at 5. The men always be doing this shit to me.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah.
It's past 5, man. Why you always doing this shit, twin? You set times, you set dates, and then you don't never be fucking ready, bro. And then you be
all right, man, might as well. I didn't know you was live.
Oh yeah, that's why I turned the motherfucker on so we can catch everything. We don't even need we don't need no motherfucking intro. We ain't even did this shit in a few weeks, man. We supposed to be ready, goddammit. What you on though?
Shit, man. I just woke up, man.
Damn, sleepy ass boy. Wake your sleepy ass up, boy.
Oh man.
Podcast episode 17, Poddin the Bodi. This nigga sleepy as hell. No, what you been working on though? What got you tired?
People gotta sleep.
So
I mean, I said people sleep. I mean, you know what I'm saying? With my own little thing, I be taking little contracts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Work for myself. So, depending
on what I gotta do is sleep, man.
That's what I'm working on. Shit,
I'm saying you don't sleep at night or something?
I mean, last night I was just up to like 11 o'clock typing the paper. You know what I'm saying?
I bet. What time you be waking up?
I had to call my boy T Knight. I don't know if he watching today. I called him. I was asking him questions about finance. You know what I'm saying? That's the financial guru. If y'all ever want to holler at him.
Oh, T Knight be on that?
Yeah,
forensic accountant and the
Mr. Forensic accountant.
And the accountant.
What?
Yeah, forensic accountant and the accountant. To help with the finance. That's what accountants are for, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What?
Well, because he studied people financials and he helped people with their financials.
Yeah, I mean,
those are two different positions, I would assume.
No.
No, same shit. Well, fucking did shit. I
don't know. Well, I don't think so. That's a good question.
Because I thought the forensics was the study of like helping when we had him on the pod and everything. He was talking about like basically it being the help of going through a person's accounts and seeing where they made errors and shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure though. That's what forensic accountants definitely do. They do that background work, that snooping to make sure everything is in order. But I mean, he's an accountant by any other stretch of imagination. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So they do it. So like, if he accounted and everything, he still study like the same shit that you would study. Like if you were just going to be a regular accountant, not a forensic accountant, shit, or just a little bit.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he definitely would have to know
a little bit more specialized. Shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's for example,
what do you help it with, man? Stocks, man. What do you help it with? Stocks, twin.
No, I was doing business literacy. Basically, I was writing some a paper that talks about strategy and how you link finance and strategy together in terms of running a business. So what typically tends to happen is that people that have HR processes, their HR isn't really involved in the strategic process because most HR managers don't understand the financial implications of the decisions they make. That's whether training or bringing in a human resources program that might be like a CRM or HRIS, human resources internal system, or customer relations manager. Most of them don't understand the financial implications behind it, so they're not really involved in those decisions. And so what I was doing was writing a paper that talks about the overlap between ROI and strategy in businesses. So I was trying to ask him about this concept called ROIC, which is the return on invested capital, which talks about when a person takes debts, that is invested debt from, because that's where capital comes from when you start your business. Typically, it's going to come from yourself, right, with your assets, and then it's going to come from other individuals, which is the debt. So that's going to be your investors, or that's going to be credit. So, in terms of the debt that you have when you run a business, you need to be able to figure out how much money are you making on utilizing your debt, which is called the return on invested capital. So I was asking him what was a good way to say that in layman's terms, in terms of um the 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 question was, stockholder equity. That's what they had to do though. But the question itself was, what's a layman's term for stockholder equity, which is, it was just net worth at the end of the day. So yeah, man, that's what we be talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Black kids talking about shit that we never thought we'd ever be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Good times. Oh, and babies and shit.
Y'all talking about money? That's what it sounds like.
That's what money. That's what finance is about. Finance is about money. So I always told you, man, you should go to school for finance. Man won't listen to me. Man ain't never won't listen to me.
School. Okay. Fuck it.
School's great.
No, awesome. Hey, look, school works for you, brother.
School works for everybody. Everybody needs to be educated.
I mean, there's two ways to look at everything. For school, like, to be and to teach and to help people, you don't need school, right? Like, it just depends on what it is that you're looking to do. Like, I don't feel like the stuff that you talking about, a person realistically can go out, create a business, somebody else run it for them, and they learn none of what you learn in school. The only time school is good if it's for a specialized degree. Period. That's how I always felt that way. I'm always feel that way. Specialized degree. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a dentist, things like that. Yeah, but I grew up, I never saw that stuff, so that shit don't appeal to me. Yeah, I don't need to go to school for that, bro. All I got to do is study it. Now, study it and teaching it to somebody is the same shit. Now, if I do that, I'm good.
Well, I mean, as a person who's gone to school for, I don't know, 15 years, whatever the fuck it has been now, I feel the same way. School is actually about specialization. If you ain't going to school to become a specialist in some field of study, then you're actually backwards, because you don't need some of these degrees in order to become anything you want in the world.
Right.
So I totally agree. But for some of the professions, i.e. a finance manager of some sort who's going to be in charge of, I don't know, $400 million, you probably would need to have some sort of degree. You know, so
yeah, but that, even with that though, you could open up your own investment company.
Ain't nobody fucking with you if you ain't got no degree.
And still be no. But again, you could open it up and let somebody else be the person that run that. Like, my vision for myself was never ever to be in school learning about something, otherwise doing it. Now the issue is that I just don't go about taking that route, you know, because I feel like you can learn more from getting out here and doing something and failing at it than I can at school over the amount of time. Like, you have a specialized knowledge that when applied can allow somebody to multiply what it is that they do, right? That's the whole purpose behind you going out and creating a degree. But that's only if you see a value where there is none, right? So in my position, it's just never something that I'm gonna look at it and be like, all right, I want to do that. Like, nah, I can't. It just won't work for me. Yeah, because that's not I don't want to help people in that manner.
Yeah, school not for everybody. I agree. There's a lot of people. I mean, even at the doctoral level, where I'm just like, yeah, you just here for the title, you know. It's always about, what do you want to be? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be the thing that you want to be before you even get there. So for me, as a lifelong student, as somebody who knew that I love psychology. I love business. I stepped into the school environment recognizing that's what I wanted to be, and it's never steered me wrong. And I love where I'm at because of my education. A lot of people can't say that because they didn't know what they wanted to be before they even got in there. So I just feel like school enhanced me. I'm a lifelong learner. I got hella books like anybody else. I think the only difference between a person that has books and that goes to school is that more often than not, you might read your books for enjoyment. In school, you're going to read those books for application. And the difference between the two is that once you start applying what you never forget it. And that's why a lot of people that's become educators that are educated or that are in academia because it's easier to learn what it is that that you're trying to learn when you teach it to somebody else because that's application of it. You got to absorb it to teach somebody else, and then in turn you learn it because you're teaching it. So it's all about how it's life is all about what you want out of it. I think, like I always used to say, the biggest thing for me about going to school for this long and getting educated as much as I did is when you look at the life cycle of anybody, we're all going to make a certain amount of money regardless of what it is that we do. And at some point, you're going to invest that money somewhere. Some people might, you know, have a bunch of shoes and clothes. Some might have a house. Some might have a car. Me, I had an education shit, and I'm okay with that because I feel like when you invest in self like that, you're gonna get rewarded for whatever it is that you do. You know, I'm cool with that. You feel me? So that's
Yeah,
why
but
I'm saying this, man.
the same can be applied to the multitude of people who like took that same knowledge and say, you know what, I'm gonna go get some out these books. It's gonna be a way to acquire wealth, right? And they took that same principle without any formal schooling and were able to go out and say, okay, now I'm gonna write books about it. I'm gonna tell about my success, and the education that I give people is going to be a different level of education than what you receive out of your traditional schools. I honestly think school
Yeah.
was always good because I just feel like for the average person, it creates a level of structure, something to do, it's something to work for. So for the average person who
Well, life
doesn't
give you
like
that.
school,
You don't gotta go to school for that. Life can give you that.
no, but it's a goal though. Like think about it again. You just stated that people still go to school right now just for a title, right? It's after a while, school becomes a fallback for a lot of people where it becomes safe in a sense where it's like if I got nothing else, at least I could just fall back on my level of education. And where while it do give you in some retrospects a level or a leg up on the average person, like you said, person still only gonna earn so much in that particular time frame. That's why I said if you could take the same books you read, like you said, it's the application. That's why the people may take, let's say, a book like a Think and Grow Rich, apply the techniques and the strategies, and go out and become wealthy behind their dreams because they don't maybe look for the titles and the declarations that come with uh further and continuing education. Like they could continue, you could still continue your education. You could have a 100 book library, read them and apply them and still get that same bit of knowledge that somebody get in your shoes. It just won't be specialized. It'll just make you more well-rounded. And people with money, let's agree, shit, they are well-rounded. At least you would think that they are because they got some level of something. That's why school never was the thing for me. It was always the money. Like I want to follow what the money do. Now I would say that that is a mistake only from the standpoint that I probably worked at jobs way longer than I should have based upon that premise and not necessarily a goal or of attaining what it is that I was looking for.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, like Ti said, man, school a white man game and it ran good.
That's a
I mean,
fact.
at the end of the day, man, look, it's another type of another structure that was put in place long before we got here that if utilized correctly, we could figure our way to navigate through it just like others have. Now, others have not, and they've been successful at it, and that's okay. I know for me, based off my personality and understanding that one, I'm competitive, I'm a futurist, I'm an achiever, right? Like these are some of my character strengths when we talk about like your strength five, your 2.0s, right? Uh Command, which means like lead, and I think dreamer. I think that was the fifth one, right? So when you put all those together for me, that says student, right? That because you get all of those things outside, you get all of those strengths inside of that school system. You get a chance to compete against other people. You get a chance to see what could become because the mind becomes expanded, right? So that's the futuristic aspect. Command gives you get an opportunity to develop into a leader of self because you have to go through that fire. Nobody else can really take you through that, so to speak. Input. I get to decide again like what I'm going to do with my life, and as a dreamer, again, that's one of those things where it's like here is something that not even my family's lineage has been able to accomplish, and I have the opportunity to break through the glass ceiling, so to speak. And it's all for foundational purposes because now as a father you get an opportunity to have something that your children can see, and they may not want to aspire to that, but at least they know that your daddy went through it. You know what I'm saying? He put himself through it to do it for you, so you won't have to. Now I could be like, man, look, I'm gonna tell you about this school shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it too. So it's my strength, it's my personality that really propels me in the school structure, in the school system. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't speak to you, you shouldn't do it. I wouldn't tell anybody to go to school if it don't speak to them at all.
Yeah, no, I don't even know about school. Listen, I always told you I like school for the camaraderie and being around people, making friends and shit. That was the only time I like school. All that other shit, man, it just never appealed to me. It felt like why? Like I don't want to like when you look at numbers and statistics and everything, you look at the amount of people, you just look at successful people and you want to model what they do. And you're like, shit. Now, again, like I said, the biggest issue is probably the application of it. Like, if you really got something you believe in, whether it's a dream, whether it's school, whatever, just take your ass over there, do it.
Yeah, you
That's what
can.
motherfuckers be tweaking.
You
That motherfucker
can,
just
but I
want to get
think
out there
for
and
the
get it
most
done.
part, you like we get so lost in thinking that people that the most successful people, which they are, and they're typically not our skin color, are the ones that aren't educated, that we forget that the most successful people are really the people that's educated in real life. Like there is an exception to the
But
rule.
again, like I
Been
said,
proven.
those are specialized areas. That's why I go to your doctors, your engineers, your neuroscience, your
Not
army
true.
generals,
Because
people like that.
not
But
well,
again,
not
it,
true
it
because
depends
people
on
in
what
trades,
your level of success is, right?
well,
Your
people in
level of
trades make
success.
shit ton of money too, and they have to go through school for like
You
a
said
year.
who?
Tradesmen, people that take up trades,
Yeah,
they
I
go
fuck
through
with that.
school and they
I
have
fuck
to
with
do
that.
about 9 months to a year,
I fuck with
and they
that.
make they make a lot of money.
Okay,
'Cause
but
that
all right. So then, if we sticking on the topic, then we was talking about it being somebody in a financial thing. Now I don't get that. I don't wrong with. I ain't seen nothing wrong with that. Like, but even as I've gotten older, like just understanding a little bit about what it is that I want to do, I definitely could see myself in IT. Like I fuck with technology heavy, man. You know I be trying to tell y'all boys how to make y'all motherfucking iPhones and shit, man. I know y'all don't know how to do that shit. That shit's so fucking cold, bro. I set
mm,
my iPhone up to do shit itself. That's cold. Like
with an app, you had to get an
yeah.
app.
Well, it's called the shortcut. It should be already on there. I love my iPad Pro.
App dance there.
Like
Anybody
the
can work it out.
technology shit, just getting into a different field, getting away from telecommunications and shit. Like that shit was dope for me. Like I definitely could see myself getting into a whole another lane with IT, fixing on computers. Like that shit, it allowed, I guess, that little creative side of myself to figure out how do I figure out this problem. But I fuck around and get bored, man. I don't know. I be getting bored too quick, twin. What the fuck, man?
Shit, it ain't nothing that you really want to do. It's not something you really want to do. That I mean, it's just again.
I think a lot of fucking people had that issue though, so they gotta figure out what the fuck. No, again, bro, I know what I want to do, bro. Let me stop talking crazy, man. I know what I want to do.
It's all about self-assessment, man. You got to see what you good at and what you weak at. And once you find out what you good at, you accentuate that. Most people run away from that because of the weaknesses that they exhibit in life. And so then they try to fix those while that don't you shouldn't even worry about it because everybody gonna have shortcomings in some way, shape, or form. And if you focus in on those, you will never get to a pace where you can actually utilize the stuff that make you who you are, that makes you a unique individual. So that's what it is. People don't. I mean, like you're not. You gotta do this, man. Again,
I feel that.
Even self-analysis,
being introspective. Twin, you be knowing what you be talking about, twin.
Man, that just work. It's just work, man. It's just work. That's all it is.
What you talking about, twin? Twin, you be knowing what you talking about. Twin, you.
It's fucking work, man. Look, the big man. Like I always say, man, the hardest thing for people to do get out here and work, man. And even working on yourself is a problem to most people because they ain't ready for that. You know what I mean? You ain't ready to confront yourself and sit there, man, in that dark room and be like, all right.
But like I said, that's my only thing. That's the only thing I feel about school. Like I feel like school will help you in that situation because it creates structure for you. So it's like, you know what? I'm comfortable doing such and such for this amount of time.
Yeah, look, I mean, school give you deadlines, like you said. That's about it. That's it. All I mean, what they give you deadlines.
Is LeBron gonna make history, twin?
Is he what?
Is LeBron gonna make history, man?
Oh no, they're not getting no chip.
LeBron gonna make history, twin.
To do what?
LeBron gonna make history.
To do what?
Twin, LeBron gonna make history.
Come on, man. To do what, twin. Man?
Twin, what you mean? What I mean, twin? What you mean? What I mean?
What are you talking about? Is he gonna do history?
Come on, man. Is LeBron finna? Is he gonna lead these boys down from 3-2? You know, LeBron ain't never lost.
Oh.
He ain't. No. LeBron ain't never lost a first round series ever in his playing days, twin. Ever.
Man, look.
Is he gonna make history? Is the Suns gonna beat him? What you think? I actually thought he was gonna give us a Herculean effort last night. I thought LeBron was gonna be on there with like 40, 12 assists and like 11 rebounds and shit.
If LeBron not coming with the vengeance of Kwame Brown, Mama, and that cooking, Kwame Brown. If he ain't coming with Kwame
Mama's cooking, he gotta come with that Mama's cooking.
Look, you can forget about it. Like Charles said, like Chuck said, Anthony Street Clothes Davis. He showed up again, man. Look, I cannot see a scenario where LeBron can get 2 games if Anthony Davis can't go. And I can't, especially if Chris Paul play. All Chris Paul got to do is give a solid 20, 25 minutes. You know, just because since he the floor general, he bring them boys a lot of confidence and understanding of what's going on that court. Because them young boys, they just fired up and ready to go. The young boys fired up and ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
So you trying to say LeBron, the greatest player on earth, ain't gonna take it to a game 7 and beat the Suns, bro, by itself, bro? You say he can't beat the Suns by itself?
No, I don't think so.
Come on, twin. You don't even fucking watch sports, twin. When the last time you watched some sports, twin?
Y'all tweaking, bro. When
the last time you watched some fucking sports, twin?
This ain't a 30-year-old. This ain't a 31-year-old. This is a 36-year-old LeBron that's been injured before. That, man, come on, B. Like, he got the stamina, but come on, bro. If them players ain't balling out like they did last night, like they signed that man's trying to get $100 million, and he ain't scored 1 point. If something like that was to happen again, come on, man, he ain't gonna do it. And much respect to LeBron. Well, LeBron, one of those guys who, when he came out, I don't like this guy, man, but as I've aged, I love LeBron. I love his leadership. I love the way they take care of his body. I like how he is off the court. I like how deliberate he is, how calculated, how he put his friends on. Hey, run the tape like Stephen A. say. run the tape like Stephen A. say, man.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
you gotta give him all his accolades before you diss him, twin. You supposed to did that first. Yeah, you supposed to win it. You supposed to win all this greatness. Then he ain't gonna do it. Then
nah,
you know what I'm
saying,
saying?
I'm not saying he won't. I'm saying I can only say it from the stipulations that if Street Clothes Davis not playing and Chris Paul do play, I can't see it. I can't see them getting out of the 7 games. I can't see it. But if both of those, but I could see him leading them out if Chris Paul don't play for sure.
T Knight say if it's going 7, then the Lakers taking it. That's what I say. I listen.
Tall task.
Listen, twin.
Tall task.
I hear what you saying.
Tall task.
But LeBron got it in him. He'll give you one. Like,
yeah, he could definitely get one.
We didn't get no signature game from LeBron. So I definitely believe we're gonna get a signature game from LeBron. Now, they can't stop fucking Booker. That's the problem. Like, I feel you talking about Chris Paul and everything. His shoulder hurts, man. The man, shit. I felt like last night Wesley Matthews breathed on his ass and shit. He was ready to box him, shit. Because they was going for the rebound and shit, and he bumped them, and they took him out in like the third quarter. So that shoulder really fucked up. Like, I'm not leaning on him, but yeah, they can't stop Devin Booker, bro. And then they playing a traditional 5, right? They got a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, and a center. So they playing a very traditional game where you got DeAndre Ayton. Like, I believe DeAndre Ayton, he too fast for Gasol.
Oh, and
man. He was putting the moves on Anthony Davis anyway. So
I watched the highlights. I don't have time to watch the games like that. But
man, your ass be on your phone, twin. You got time to watch the games, man. You just don't be want to.
Yeah, that's right. Let
me guess. You always working, twin.
I give my attention to the things that I really want it to be, as everybody do. So I catch the highlights. And
hey, look, I had the game on and still was doing other shit.
Them guys. Oh, that's great for you.
It should have been in the background. It should just be in the background, like you be doing shit. What you talking about?
Them guys towed up the middle of the flow. I'm like, yo, that they went to work, and if AD out, who's going to stop them from going in the middle like they did last game? Damian
Lillard ain't had no help.
Hey, I was watching.
I'm mad. I fucking kept the Lakers game on way too long. Hey, T Knight say if you got time to beat your meat, you got time for the game. T Knight, he don't even do that. T Knight, he ain't got time for that. T Knight, man, super busy. Every time we talk to him, he working on some. I can't even. We ain't did the podcast in about 2 or 3 weeks. We both was out here grinding, working on some things we trying to bring to the surface. But right now, it's demon time, so we had it locked up. But how niggas is, man.
Man, look,
he got time to beat his meat though. He definitely got time.
Man, I only fondle my ostrich between the hours of 10 p.m. and 12 a.m. Other than that, I'm asleep. That's number one, sir.
Come on, man. You ain't getting 6 hours. You get 6 hours of sleep?
6 or 7. That's why I said I took a nap.
You don't know. You don't know how many hours of sleep you actually get. I bet you don't.
You.
Hell no. I'd be like,
I don't sleep.
Bro, it'd be like 1 o'clock. Boy, motherfucker still be texting.
From time to time, but for the most part, I definitely.
Hey, listen. The only reason I'm asking. Look, hey, Cordero said the same thing. Should have been watching. Man, hey, man, I don't know what. And then I'm watching so I'm watching the Lakers game, and I'm looking at the score because it's in the top right corner. I'm looking at the score, and I'm
trying to bring to.
Damn, damn, this a good ass game. I'm looking, I'm damn, wait a minute. These boys up, they was up like 22 points or some shit in the first quarter. And I'm looking at the corner of my eye watching the Lakers game, like, man, this game trash as hell. I
No, they
look
was
up,
going
I'm
crazy.
damn. I'm talking about the game. It's just the way the score was going at the top right of my screen. It just looked like the game was going back and forth. At that moment, I should have cut that shit off. But I don't know why. I just felt like the Lakers had a run. Like I'm waiting on them to go on a run. While I'll be like, okay. But then I'm looking at Caruso, bald head ass. Nah, this ain't gonna get it. I'm looking at Wesley Matthews. I'm like, nah, they ain't got that Kuzma. Oh my fucking God, Kuzma. Why the fuck they keep Kuzma, man? Like, it don't even matter, man. I should have been watching that game, definitely.
Yeah, it was a great game. Dame looked like, his press conference. He was definitely
tight,
out of it,
probably.
man. He was
I didn't watch his press conference, but was he tight?
No, more just dejected. He was.
Say, hey,
Yeah.
Shannon them said if they, hey man, the LeBron effect. T Knight say Cool's trash, and Bros Cadero say the LeBron effect. I mean, listen, man. I think everybody know once you get LeBron on your team, you got to become a spot up shooter. Period.
Yeah.
LeBron, that's been LeBron MO since he came into the league, and right now they struggling because they don't have any 3-point shooters. I want to say they was ranked 25th or some shit in the league this year on 3-point shots, so they just not a 3-point shooting team. And LeBron always been a traditional drive and kick type of player, and now he trying to play more
like LeBron always needs
or a post-up player too.
He need one mobile big man and one 3-point specialist. One person that's gonna shoot over 40% from the 3-point range. For sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's the best. Those two pieces, those are chess pieces to LeBron. That's all he need. One mobile big man, a la AD. And the only thing they missing, like you said, is that one 3-point specialist who he could drive and kick that motherfucker out to, man. So, yeah, they missing that one piece. That's it. Other than that, but this team was built for defense, though. They held it down for the most part, especially because AD. But once AD went out, it was a hole. It was a hole in the tub. Everything got sucked in the middle. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, yeah, man, I think it's important. You know what? I've been getting so obviously I got the Apple Watch and shit. I always tell y'all boys I like the technology. Thanks.
Apple Watch, Apple Drop.
I told you, like, I like the technology, like just being able to monitor simple shit. Like, people don't understand how technology really do make a big difference on your life, right? Like, before I worked at Best Buy, bro, I didn't give a fuck about technology. I'm like, man, fuck a computer, having this expensive ass phone, fuck an iPad. I'm just like, I'm being real negative. I'm a negative ass nigga when I'm new to something, I just don't really want to learn about something new, right? And bro, so I started working and I learned about Apple and how these fucking products just helps your overall productivity and boost your self-esteem and make you feel good when you holding up the latest iPhone and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I say all that to say, I've been an avid Fitbit user. I've been using Fitbit for 4 years, bro. And I used to always monitor my sleep. And one of the things I notice is, like, when I get less than 6 hours of sleep, my energy level throughout the day, I got to crash. Like, I'm in this crash effect. And focus, the mental day-to-day focus, it isn't there because I haven't been properly slept. So before I was getting up at 5 a.m. Like 3 weeks ago, I was getting up at 5 a.m. But when I was monitoring my sleep patterns, it kept saying I'm getting only like 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. Then I noticed, like, I'm going to the gym and it's not really hitting for me. I'm like, yo, I don't got no energy in this motherfucker, or I'm just getting in there and just walking on the treadmill. So using the Apple Watch for the past 2 weeks, I've been getting 6 hours of sleep, consistent 6 hours, 6.5 hours of sleep, bro. But I went to the gym today, bro. I was in that motherfucker for like an hour and 45 minutes, bro, going crazy. You hear me? You hear me, twin?
Technology, or because
hell yeah, because of technology. Because once I started to look at my sleep,
that's how they create consumers out of y'all. That's great. That is great.
Yeah,
they've been able to create consumer out of you.
Hey, listen.
Apple, you need a piece of equipment to be a better
y'all can take all my money. Apple, y'all can take all my fucking money. I got an iPad Pro 12.9. I got a motherfucking iPhone 12. I got a motherfucking Apple Watch Series 6. Yo, you put the numbers together on what that shit costs. Apple, y'all can have all my money.
Yeah, no, Apple, they create a great.
They can have all my money, twin.
They create a great ecosystem. They have a great brand. They have.
That's a fact. And I got some motherfucking Beats Pro, goddamn it, that I use at the twin. They can have all my money.
Yeah,
I'm giving them. They can have it.
They created a great ecosystem. But what I'm saying is, the sheer fact that you said you have to have these things to feel better about yourself is the reason why we are consumers. I'm more concerned with what are you producing. What are you producing? Because consumerism is bad behavior in my eyes. So what's your output?
Well, again, for me, like I said, like I look at the value in technology because again, whether you look at it like we are consumers or not, these are things that's necessary to our advancement, right? There's a lot of things that I could do on my phone that you're not going to be able to do on your phone, right? Because you don't care much so about consumerism, but that speeds up the time on things that you do. Again, me having the ability to check when I'm going to sleep on time, how much sleep I'm getting, and my watch and my iPhone and my iPad is telling me, if you get this much sleep, your energy increase by X amount of time or whatever and shit like that. Or if you've been in the gym, this is how all that shit.
Matters, but I'm looking at it in the context of the conversation. You said that prior to getting these things, you weren't sleeping. Now you get
no. What it was I sleep every night, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, no, you said
I'm dead. I gotta wake up dead. What are you talking about, so? No, what I'm saying is, all right. So I said this to say this. We talked about you being asleep, and you was like, man, I just woke up. I had to take a nap. So I'm looking at it like one of the things that I value about technology is the fact that it allows me to see my sleep patterns. That way I can wake up feeling more refreshed. Today I did an hour and about 45 minutes at the gym because I've been getting more sleep, which has led to more energy and more focus and everything. That's what I was really getting at with it.
But yeah, I don't think you don't need technology. Hey, you saying you get a better night's sleep that you'll have more energy.
But you need technology to let you know where you're at. The technology lets you know where you're at, bro.
Sure.
Like you might think that you doing good as far as your sleep, or even when you sleeping and you snoring and shit. These are indications that there could be problems. So with my my Apple Watch, I got the motherfucking this sleep thing that let me know what type of quality of sleep I'm getting. Twin, I need that, twin.
No, it's
technology. Apple can have all my money, twin. This shit helped me.
As a person who's very data driven, analytical person, like absolutely, like it's very necessary. But I look at it too as a situation where if you feel
so I'm gonna tell you like this, twin. But you also know how I buy my technology, though, right? I save the money that I work hard for. I invest that money and use the investments to buy the technology that I want. So consumerism. Now, again, you would say, now I get where you're coming from, because anybody would say buy an asset that will allow you to accumulate that liability, or however you want to look at it, because you call it consumerism, right?
Yep.
However, if I'm using money that I've worked hard for, took a chunk of a piece of it, put it to the side in the interest-bearing account, I came back 6 to 7 months later and had enough to purchase that item that I wanted, then what's the problem with that? If it'll help me better my life.
No, nothing's wrong with that at all. I was mostly saying.
So why you judging me, bro? Why you judging me, bro?
The reverence you just gave the technology in enhancing your life and your aptitude.
Bro, that's why
what
they
I'm saying.
fucking
You're
replacing
saying
humans
that
with robots, my nigga. This shit works. It is good. And should try it.
this
You
man
become
said
a
I have to
consumer,
share,
bro.
bro.
I said that's why they're replacing people with the robots. And T Knight said he ain't averaged more than 4 hours of sleep in 17 years. T Knight, man, get you some fucking sleep, bro.
Yeah, man, you
Nigga,
better go to
we
sleep.
not no we ain't no spring chickens no more, motherfuckers. How old we'll be this month? 34.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers up there, boy. Take your ass to sleep, boy. Get you 6.5, maybe even 7, boy. Matter of fact, go and get you 8, boy. Here, I could comp you some fucking sleep hours, boy. I done got all my hours in for the past 2 weeks, so I can comp you some of mine and shit. You can look. You want me? You. What I need to do for you, man, to help you out, get you some sleep, goddamn it.
Man, you should go to my boy's shop. You know what I'm saying? It's in Pilsen. It's called Urban Trees. Tell him DeAndre sent you for that CBD that's gonna
Hey,
knock
that boy
your
say
head.
sleep is the cousin of death. Now listen.
Now he turned into a rapper. Now he a fucking rapper. Come on, man. Come on, man. He cheesy now. He cheesy.
Yeah.
Young cheesy on the line. Come on, man. Look, man, go in. Hey, people always say that.
Hey, you be taking melatonin? You be taking melatonin?
No, I haven't taken it, but I had bought one near some CBD oil that helps her with her sleep habits, and I had taken some one day, knocked me clean on my ass. I was like, damn. All right, my man told me it got like some mushrooms and all type of stuff up in it, but it was one of them ones though. It was definitely on point. Remember, that's Urban Trees in Pilsen. Ask for Marco and tell him DeAndre sent you for that CBD oil. It's gonna put you on your ass if you're having trouble sleeping.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like, and especially as we get more older and everything, like I understand again, just by monitoring my health and shit, just seeing where my sleep habits and sleep patterns lie. I think it definitely has helped me. Like I understand though what you mean about consumerism. You know, buying shit to feel a certain way. I think that's why you originally touched on that topic.
Right, because you got so excited about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a product like I endorse it 100%. I think everybody should go out and get them Apple Watch. Only if you're using it the way I use it for fitness. I only use it for fitness and to monitor my vitals and shit like that. Like I think it's dope, especially as we get more older. You can see some of the things that may happen before they happen. I really wish I would have waited for the Apple Watch Series 6. But again, me working at Best Buy, it helped me understand technology. So I get excited. Like that's why I said I think I'd be good in IT because I could stay in that field. I could still learn about latest forms of technology, and I can help, put some shit together. Like I think it'll help me.
Man, if you're sitting here thinking you're gonna be good, you ain't gonna be good. Either you're gonna go and do it or you ain't. Ain't no two ways about it, man. We ain't got no
like trash shit, twin. I like trash shit. What you mean?
You can't hear me though. You can't hear me though. What I'm saying is either you're gonna do it or you're not. Ain't no, there is no other understanding about it. Either you're gonna do it or you're not.
Man, you crazy as hell, boy. People could do anything they want to do. So why would I just?
You're still missing the point. What I'm saying is,
I get exactly what you're saying, but you trying to tie me down to it. Like, man, bro, you gonna do it, just do it.
All right, well, then,
I'm just saying, nigga, shit. Okay, I like technology.
My bad.
Shit, I thought about it. It was a fucking thought, my nigga. I just put it out there. Like,
all I know is all I heard my whole life is when you do something that you love, it's not work. You know what I mean? And here's something that you absolutely love, obviously. And you're saying that you think you do good at it, you might want to go do it. You think you want to try it. I'm just saying, either you're gonna do it or you're not.
I feel that. It makes sense.
This guy mad at me, y'all. For what?
That makes sense.
I ain't did nothing to him. I ain't did nothing to nobody.
But I always try. I definitely always try a lot of different variety of things. So more than likely, there'll be something I at least try.
But what about IT though? What would you be doing?
I didn't even study the shit. I didn't even look. All I did was looked it up. Now the thing, what appeals me about it is that you could do. I think you could do Coursera, right? Like I was looking at some shit where you could do the Coursera, or you could do the Google, the online Google shit, right? So The way I look at it is, even if I just fill out one of those things to take to do it, it's still you get a certificate or a notch on their belt. Now that goes back to what you was talking about earlier in terms of being somebody who's skilled and make a lot of money for your skill versus maybe your knowledge and everything. When you was talking about laborers and shit like that,
man, low key,
well, tradesmen
during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Now, low key during the pandemic, the government in Illinois, they had made Coursera free for everybody. So I had logged on because I wanted to learn some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, twin, you be holding out with the knowledge, boy. Your ass say,
y'all boys,
you dare not tell nobody that shit, boy. You dare not tell nobody. You dare not, boy.
I did tell y'all.
When? No, you did not, my nigga, because I know for a fact if you would have said, yo, this Coursera shit for free, I'd have hopped on that shit, boy.
But they only had specific things, but
it don't matter. You ain't saying nothing about it. Man, I might have found something that I appeal to me.
You know what? That's a fact. I could have, I maybe should have, but hey, man, you say you don't like school. Coursera's school,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Fucking school.
I know.
What am I supposed to do with somebody that tell me they don't like?
I know, bro. It's a difference between educating yourself and being sitting in a classroom with a bunch of other people being educated. I clearly said I like school for the camaraderie. I never said I dislike learning. There's two different things. And you know damn well I study self-educating myself. So that's some shit like when you mentioned earlier, school expands your brain, bro. So does learning a second language. That's why if everybody got a motherfucker Duolingo shit, we all be intelligent.
Possibly.
So just learning a second language will also do the same thing. So that's what I'm saying, twin.
Well, shit, I mean, go look it up and see if it's still available. It might be.
Man, I'm finna look it up right now, man. That don't even make sense. Man, when he during the pandemic, y'all.
It's the pandemic.
Did this for free.
Do the pandemic, man. You know.
No, now they offering a 7-day free trial with $59 a month.
Hey, shit, look, go ahead and do it then. You got 7 days because all it is recorded stuff, people teaching you, and you go.
I'm pretty sure it's just like any other networking. Pretty sure it's just like any other networking event I ever went to.
Yeah, they give you certificates.
You pay money for the same shit. I know. It's the same thing. Like when I was doing I think Durrell had that shit like on the foreclosure shit that he had, but a dude, they teach the course again. It's par for the course, twins. Everybody sell fucking courses, twin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's one.
You know how many courses I done went to in my life?
All right, well, I mean,
man, don't want to tell nobody. You don't want to put nobody on, y'all.
I just did shit.
That's crazy.
You just went through it. You get
it ain't free no more.
And you got
it ain't free no more.
So
I would have did it more.
Pay hundreds of dollars for wearable tech, then go pay $59 a month to educate yourself.
Look, the man said listen, T Knight. I never made no weight loss bet because I knew he wasn't gonna stick to it. This man been eating cokes and cupcakes and all this other shit, man.
Yeah, I'm very.
That man wasn't gonna stick to that shit. That's why I don't bet money. I'm not gonna bet money. I know in my heart I'm gonna win. Period. Yeah, and I'm still working now. T Knight.
You know what? I'm not gonna engage with that. I'm definitely gonna engage with T Knight. I am very disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself because I definitely did not keep to what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And everybody fails, and that's okay. But I definitely have to get in that gym and lose the weight the proper way, though.
Man, you said you bet your girl $200. What happened to the bet, twin? So who won? Did she win?
The bet goes to our birthday. The bet goes to our birthday.
So he asking, what's to the weight loss bet then?
Okay. I thought he was talking about between us.
Yeah, you already said. You could have just said shit. The nigga said he didn't want to bet me, so I don't want to address that. Me and my lady bet though.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga, you got another bet though, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, it's still going till our birthday. I'll let you know. I'll let you know the outcome.
So what's to it? We want to know what's to the fucking weight loss bet. Shit, I ain't asked about it. He called you big booty. Listen.
Whoever lose the most money.
He know he big booty twin, fat booty ass boy. He already know what type of time it is. Big body ass boy, Michelin man body ass boy.
But yeah,
Yeah. Professor
yeah,
Clump body ass boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
40. The man wearing 44 XL pants, big fat booty ass boy.
yeah. Yep. Now again, we could do all that, but then when we say put
Yeah.
some money on the wood, oh man, you're not
Yeah.
gonna nah, because
Yeah, we gonna do all
I'm
that.
I got a
Yeah.
I got a different mental makeup. I'm a very I'm very competitive.
I'm competitive too. And when I
Can't be,
went to
can't be,
my
can't be,
old job and
can't
my
be.
old manager said you look like your brother, I said fuck no. And I got
Exactly. He just
busy.
went
I got
yesterday.
busy.
He
That
just went yesterday.
I got
Now,
busy.
now, like I said, you know what I'm saying? All I could do was be accountable for self.
I
Like
didn't need $200, y'all, to get busy.
I'm
Somebody said you
definitely
look like him, and I got busy.
yeah, I'm definitely
He making
disappointed.
excuses.
I'm definitely disappointed in where
He
I am
making
because I'm supposed to
excuses.
be a lot further. You know what I mean? But the only thing we could do is get that gym and do the right thing. You know what I mean? Now, I will say this though. Part of my weight loss journey was motivated by the fact that I am, pardon the body, that I am running for alderman once again. And so, as a leader, a representative in the Austin community, I definitely want to show up with the type of body shape that's necessary, not only to lead the community, but to be of a good example for the fitness and health that we need to be elevating and raising the recognition of. So, my whole goal, even though I didn't make my mission 180, because that was the whole ultimate goal by my birthday, the overall plan is still in effect at to become substantially fit by the time it's time to run. Now the next Alderman run doesn't take place until February 2023. So technically that's time. But I will say this. Along the way of your weight loss journey, you're going to continue to need motivating factors. Putting 200 on the wood for me was one way to continue to keep me motivated, because it's one thing to go to the gym by yourself and do that daily. It's another thing to be in the gym with a person who's also on that same path. You know what I mean? So shout out to my boy Willie who came out and worked out with me. Shout out to my boy Mike that came out and worked out with me. And shout out to anybody else that was like, look, I'm definitely motivated by the fact that you getting your fat booty ass in here, because that make me want to work. So I appreciate that. And that kept me motivated. But at a certain point, I definitely tailed off, because I'm like, man, I want to be challenged by somebody else. And that's something that I really recognize about. I like to be challenged. I want to be pushed. And I like that. But this type of, what this guy talking about, man, oh, we still got them gyms and gyms. I'll be there in the morning. I
What
promise you
the
that.
fuck is he talking? See, I personally blame people who allow people to get away with this type of shit. The man said he wanted to bet $200 as an extrinsic or external motivating factor.
Yeah,
I told him
yeah.
I don't need shit to motivate me. I get my own ass up in the gym by my motherfucking self and lose weight by my motherfucking self.
Now,
That's what I did. I don't know what this guy's talking about right now.
so the man didn't. So you literally did not just say you went to the gym because somebody said you look like me, and is that not external motivation?
But I was already in the gym.
Ain't nobody trying to get. All right, yeah,
I was
okay,
already in the
okay,
gym. See
right,
the thing, and
okay.
again, when you talk
How
about
you in the gym
when
and
you
you
talk
were
about
smaller first of all,
competition, when
you
you
were
talk about
smaller than me.
competition, you say you wanted to compete against me. Somebody
guy-
said I look
this
like
guy-
you when I went
You
crazy.
fucking lying, bro. You were smaller than me. You got bigger when I was in the gym. What are you talking about?
What that got to do with the $200 bet? I told you I declined the bet because I knew you wasn't gonna do it.
And at the time,
you feel like you fucking did. All you had to do, you was eating Twinkies, you was eating donuts, you was drinking fucking Coca-Colas. I was like, no, I'm not about to take this man $200. I'm not I'll let you keep your $200 so you can buy a motherfucking membership to the gym to get somebody to work out with you. You ain't even want to do that. Now, what's good with you and with you and your girl? Who winning? That's what a motherfucker want to know. Where we at, twin?
Man, at the end of the day, the man was smaller than me when I made the bet.
Oh, man.
He's made it to the same
I was
stat that I am.
225, bro. When you made that bet, I was 225.
You were smaller than me. You were clearly
so
smaller
you
than me.
weigh more than 225?
Yes, I was definitely more than 225.
Right.
What are you talking about?
So the bet you wanted to make was who could lose more weight and more
Yes.
body fat. That ain't got shit to do with $200. Take your ass in the gym and go crazy for you and your motherfucking career aspirations.
I don't want to talk about this no more, man, because it sounds like you don't got that bone in your body. You don't want to compete.
I don't want to compete against somebody I know I could fucking beat.
All right, well, change
that bone in my body. I know I could beat you because I can stay consistent in there. I don't need $200 to get in there.
So we basketball players, and a nigga come and say I could beat you, then I say, no, I'm gonna bust your ass. You say, nah, because I know you gonna. That sound fucking stupid. Change the conversation, man. That don't sound right, bro. What are you saying? You are literally on this live study telling me you can beat me, but you don't want to compete against me because you know I won't do nothing. So
I'm already competing. What part about competing? What part about competing don't you understand? Somebody said your stomach, you look like your brother. I said, okay, I got to change that. That's competing. That's still competing, right?
That's great.
Is that not competing? Why you can't do the same? Why you can't say this nigga smaller than me? I'm gonna get to his size. Come on now. Come on now. That's still competing, right?
I would never do that. I would never do that.
And I don't need to pay $200 to win. Yeah, that's stupid.
But
I don't even bet on games like that. That don't make sense.
If we were playing basketball,
but we're not. We're two fat husky niggas.
Man,
talk to me like a husky nigga,
you know bro. What? And if that's the case, if that's the case, we could put 200 on a race or something. And we
bro, all I know is I'm in the gym right now. I'm gonna lose more weight and body fat.
And all I know is
it did not take me $200 to do it. That's all I know.
We're back here to square one. You're scared to fucking you scared to be challenged.
You got 22 fucking days until my birthday. Where are you going to be at? Where are you going to be at?
How are y'all letting this guy do that? How can somebody talk about somebody else? Somebody clearly lay down the gauntlet to challenge them and then they back away. How are y'all letting these people get away with this? If we were in a sport and this man challenged me to a dunk contest, a free throw shooting contest, a sprint, if we were in the pool,
I didn't challenge you, bro. I told you what I was gonna do and I went and did it.
None of this makes sense.
I have to compete against you or accept your bet. I just told you what I was gonna do and I told you my motivating factors. Somebody said I look like you.
All right, but stay in the gym then. Great. Doesn't matter to me. It does not matter to me. Stay in the gym.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. You could look at me as your inspiration and say, I want to look like my twin. He's smaller than me. And you can go crazy just off that. You don't want to.
No, I got my own inspiration. I got a picture of myself when I was 180. I don't need to look at a picture of you.
Hey, you got to get here, though.
That ain't working for me.
I'm losing weight, bro.
Great.
Drinking my Wawa. I'm drinking my Wawa twin.
Great, but you ain't gonna try to compete though.
Drinking my Wawa twin.
But you ain't trying to compete though. No, man. You don't got that bone in your body. You don't got that bone in your body.
What?
You don't have a competitive bone in your body. You cannot fucking match wits with me. You don't have a bone in your body.
I don't want to match fucking wits, bro. We're working out in the gym.
Bone in your body.
You're working out in the gym. I just wanted to lose weight, man. And I didn't want to take your 200. I didn't want to take your 200. I didn't want to take your 200.
This don't even make sense. Y'all letting this shit ride.
I didn't want to take your 200.
I'm blaming the viewers.
I blame T Knight. Shit, he brought it up. I blame
the viewers.
T Knight wanted to know what was good, so we had to let you know what was good, T Knight.
Look, cuz at the end of the day, I'm a big guy, but I look like a man though. I'm a fucking man. I look like a man. It is what it is. I look like a man that looks like that had a child. But I could definitely stand to shave off some pounds. So, we're gonna do that. But at the end of the day, the man don't want to compete. You don't want to compete at shit. We could have a book reading contest. We could have an essay writing contest. We could run around a gym. We could do whatever the fuck you want to do. But you ain't gonna never do that. You don't compete. So you cannot talk to anybody any type of way that you cannot compete against.
See,
It
this
don't
is,
make sense.
you know what? It's always gonna be, and that's why y'all always gonna be weirdos to me. Cause I don't compete against my family. I compete against the people on the street, bro. I could look at a nigga at the gym going crazier than me at the gym, and I compete against that nigga before I compete against you. And I'm sorry, y'all can't. I can't.
Well,
That's why my whole life I have been known as a protector, right? Because my first instinct is to protect my family, not necessarily compete with them. Y'all weirdos when y'all have that mentality. To me, it's nigga, I can go in the gym. Nigga, if you're gonna do that, line up with me and let's race together. What are you talking about? That's
nah,
weird to me.
that's a way to cap out. That's a way to
That's
cap
not a
out.
way to cap
That's the way to
out,
cap
bro. I
out of the
can't
challenge.
listen. I
People are
can't
gonna
blame how God set me up, my nigga. The
nah,
man mad
yeah, you
because God
don't have
set me
right.
up as a
You
protector. I
don't
look
have those
after my
bones.
family, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. You don't have that bone.
That's
That's
not
the
called a
same thing.
bone, bro. Everybody got their own strength. My nigga, my shit is unifying. I don't try to divide and
How? What
conquer. I
everything
don't
you
gotta
just
be
said,
better.
everything you said was to tear me down though. How were you fucking unifying?
Cause I
Yeah,
said your fat booty ass. What you talking
I
about?
mean,
Big booty
look,
ass? Wide
but
booty
listen,
ass? That's
for
tearing you
another
down.
yeah,
T Night
for
call.
another person,
I just called you big booty
that is
twin.
definitely for another person that is definitely tearing them down. A lot of people can
Man,
look
you
at
know,
it that
I
way.
apologize,
I'm
twin.
just
As a
telling you.
grown man, I'm sorry for calling you fat booty twin.
That
I
don't that mean you
apologize,
don't
man.
yeah, I feel
You
you.
know what? I'm sorry, man.
I feel you.
My
I
fault,
feel you.
man.
I feel you.
Oh
I
my
feel you.
God. I
I
called my
feel you.
brother fat booty twin, y'all.
I feel you.
Oh,
I
I
feel you.
feel so fucking bad.
Forget it.
Oh God.
He know not what he does. But again,
Oh
at the end of the day,
man.
what I'm saying is when you talk the way you talking, if you gonna talk spicy and you ain't gonna try to back it up, then you can't talk spicy then. All you could do is forever protect somebody. That's it. You can't
And
have it both
I'm
ways.
okay with that position that
You
God
can't
put
have
me
it
in
both
then.
ways. Stop talking spicy then if you ain't trying to eat. You know what I'm
That
saying?
don't make sense, bro. You
Either
eating
eat
enough
food,
for both of us right now,
either eat
B.
food or be food, man. That's it.
You eat the food. You
That's
eat the
right.
food.
That's
You
right. Well,
eating
then
it.
continue to allow me then and stop looking at my body then, man.
I didn't even look at it. The man said, listen, the man said, what's to the weight loss back? And I told him, what's to it? I
Right?
told him,
All right.
what's
All
to
right.
it?
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. What's the next subject?
Now that's it, man. It's an hour, bro. We in this motherfucker. What you talking about? Shit,
Oh,
you can
okay.
sign us out.
All right, man. Listen, man, we appreciate we've been gone far too long, but you're far too kind for staying and viewing. A lot of things in the works, though. You know, we doing that executive coaching thing. I got this idea for what I call a pocket coach coming. And if you need some coaching, we're gonna drop that on you. I just released a report of the 6-month long project that I took on over here in the Austin community to talk to how community members feel about one another. If you want to look at that report, man, ask me. I got the PDF. I'm sending it around to everybody. It's a nice little read. It's like 30 pages though, you know, but I feel like you're
Yeah,
gonna get a
check
lot
out
out
that
of it.
motherfucking pocket PDF. Fuck wrong with
You know
y'all,
what I
man.
mean?
Get in there, coaching shit.
Amongst other things that's going on. So we just growing in the background, man. We got a lot of things that's really gonna pop off. So other than that, man, as usual, all we ask is that you.
The man ain't even said the slogan in like 3 weeks
Yeah.
and he forgot. Was it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? I think it was closer to
All
2
we
weeks.
ask
Probably
that
3
you
weeks.
excuse our flesh while listening to our thoughts, charge to the game, and not our hearts, man. Listen, this is Poddin.
Poddin.